What's going on, y'all? So we are here for the Empire Winter finale of season 5. This is episode 9. Had it from my father. So the episode picks up where I left off last week with little Bella and that gun, and everybody's just like, "Oh my God, Bella, put the gun down, bring the gun here, just come here, baby," and she turning that gun to herself, putting it up to her chin, looking down the barrel. Everybody's just freaking out. And then Lucius telling her all be quiet. And then that's when Hakeem started singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And he slowly started creeping up towards her. And he was able to take the gun from her. And her and Tiana comes over there and, gives both of them a hug and embrace and all that stuff. And then we see two parallel scenes of Lucius talking to Hakeem, basically telling him, it's a shame, I taught you all of this stuff, okay? Because you grew up with nothing but guns around. And me and your mom, we grew up with this, mentality that we needed guns out of necessity, because that's the environment that they was living in. They was in the streets and stuff like that. And y'all don't need to do that. Okay. I need to correct the cycle, and you need to break that cycle and all this shit. Everybody in this family has got blood on their hands except for you. Okay. And you need to keep on that track. Get your shit together. That's what you need to do. And then we see this conversation with Cookie having with Tiana talking about this is our fault because we put too much pressure on y'all trying to make y'all Lucius and Cookie 2.0 and all this stuff. And basically, you need to just go ahead and do what you have to do. Take Bella, take Prince, and do what you have to do. And let Hakeem do what he had to do, because that ride or die shit, it ain't what it seems to be, okay? It's all a lie. I was like, I'm so glad somebody finally said that shit, okay? Because y'all be riding and dying for motherfuckers that wouldn't do the same thing for y'all, okay? It's not an even exchange, all right? Moving on from that, we get a whole scene with Cookie and Lucius. They're in the bed and they're talking about his life. So what was we arguing about? So of course the condo thing comes up, the 2-bedroom condo, 2,000 square feet. And, basically saying what we need to be worrying about is getting our, getting sponsorship and all this stuff, placement for our artists on LFM. Because if that goes down the drain, then we lose everything. So that's where our focus should be. Then you got Kai, he's still up there doing his journalist thing or whatever. Somebody in the comments tried to say that Kai was dumb for getting involved in this shit. Do you not understand? That was a dumb statement if you ask me, okay? Because if it wasn't gonna be Kai, it was gonna be somebody else who was gonna stumble across this. And so you mean every whistleblower is dumb? What they're instinctually trying to do is trying to save Empire and get this boy out of here, because what he's doing is wrong. You're selling information to the cops, okay, about your customers. Do you not know that anything like that is wrong? Okay, them back doors to these apps and all that stuff, that is wrong, to sell off information, private information, from your customers to anybody, whether it's the government or whoever. That's wrong. So that's where whistleblowers and stuff come through with. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud him for trying to take on that responsibility. Will I necessarily do it? I mean, if I ain't got shit to lose, yes, I would, okay? And so you can try to look at it and see, because Jamal come out there and was like, you trying to do this to impress my dad? He was like, I want to impress him, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I am a journalist. But to me, I feel like Kai is doing it because he wants to put out there that he is still this renowned journalist. Okay, he's not this pop star's boyfriend, this pop star's fiance or whatever. He's not his little lackey and all this stuff. He's doing it for his own self. All right, not necessarily to show that this stuff been going on, but he's also doing it to prove that he still got it and he's still a renowned and formidable journalist that you can take serious. It is always a two-headed thing for things sometimes like that. And so he finishes it, they go to bed. Then we get this whole scene with Giselle talking to Kingsley about the whole thing. Basically, listen, either you give me a position and make me the head of Empire, or I'm gonna put it out there in the street the next day that you are Lucius' youngest cub. He was like, no, oldest. And I was like, oh, okay, bitch. Clarify. We already knew, but okay. And he was like, okay, here you go. I'm gonna give it to you, but I want you to be my co-CEO, okay? Because I got a whole bunch of little landmines out here that you can step in and blow up in. But if with my help, we can run this thing and we can be something together. I was like, you know what, Giselle? And he talked about something we can both take down the Lucius, the Lions family and all this shit, sink or swim and all that. I said, trick or treat my ass, bitch. What the fuck? You know, Giselle, you really didn't have no beef with the Lions or whatever, only because you was fucking around with Eddie. You took on Eddie beef. That's what it feels like. And at this point in time, they really not even coming for your ass. So, girl, you can calm your ass down. She want to be in power. That's why she let Eddie die. So it is what it is. These two. So Cookie's still getting the stuff ready for the showcase. The whole family is in the house or whatever. And on the TV screen comes Kai, okay, Kai doing his investigating journalism and stuff like that. He up there talking about Empire, and he put it all out there on the front page. You know, they've been data mining. They've been looking at your spending habits. They're selling the information out to a whole bunch of people, and the biggest people is law enforcement. Becky and Giselle was sitting there. Here go Becky, like everybody else. Damn, not the Popos. Anybody else but the Popos. Like how you really don't like people to do some shit like that, especially given this climate. You know how, especially with black folks, you know, the cops coming after them for no good reason, and you giving them the opportunity to just go into their account and get their information, and be stalking them and all this stuff. Like, that was messed up. And then you got Kingsley over there looking at the whole thing in his office, and then Cal says his name about who it is and put his picture up there and all that stuff. You knew Cal was fucked up, and he had got called out because that fucking throat and that Adam's apple just started to going. I said, oh yeah, swallow, bitch, okay? Because, yeah, you got found the fuck out. The shit that you tried to do some underhanded shit, that's why you up here always want to say something. The analytics say this and that. You up here playing with your power, okay? And you got fucking caught. And then here go Kelly Patel, because a whole bunch of press people was in, an Empire. And Kelly Patel was walking with, what's his name, Kingsley, and Giselle, and he was like, I didn't know anything was going on like this. And he was like, okay, so this little shit is just distracting from the rest of the parent company about what's going on. I got brands jumping ship. That's what happens when stuff like this happens, okay? People jump ship. We seen this happen before. When we seen companies get called out for racial bias and all this other negative stuff, sexism and shit like that, and people start jumping ship, and then the sponsorships start going. That's how they be making their money some of these times, okay? And so once the sponsorships and the brands and stuff go away, baby, you are losing millions of dollars, okay? So you want to nip that shit in the bud. That is business 101, bitch, okay? Well, it ain't business 101. It's in the business guidebook. I'm gonna just put that out there. That's part of business. And so, they doing all that. And he was like, so which one of y'all gonna fall on y'all sword? And then so here go Giselle looking like, well, listen, I handle publicity. I will draft up a letter that I will say to the press myself. And how big is your bandwidth? I need you to increase it because I need the whole press corps and all that stuff. Why is Giselle taking over and Kingsley just standing there looking stupid as hell? And all he could say is, and I will find you whoever, did this and put their head on the platter for you. Cause bitch, you the one that did it. So what you finna go do? Pin it on some little innocent person? Kingsley, I got your motherfucking number, bitch. And also on the more home front, we got that Quincy is out of jail. Remember a couple of episodes ago when Andre went back to the jail, and he talked to the guy who had his back, and he said, I need you to do me a favor. Well, that favor was for him to take the fall for Quincy, and so therefore he said that he did it, and Quincy was fully exonerated, so he was able to come home. And all Quincy wanted to do was go eat some hot dogs on the beach in December, And so the mama was like, okay, I'm going to be out tomorrow. We can do this. And I was getting this weird vibe from Dre. Like, it's like he don't know his place no more. Like he don't know if he should help anymore now that he did what he came to do. But you still got feelings for the mom. So why are you acting almost like you're a stranger again? They was like, you want to come with us and all this stuff. He was like, no, I see y'all later. I understand giving him time to reconnect and all that stuff. But his vibe was off, and I was just like, Andre, what's that about? Cookie trying to get this showcase together. Hakeem ain't there. Carlito stepping on Brooks Bunyan, aka Tisha. They can't get the steps together. She trying to get him a little speech about how they need to really put on. We got big sponsors, Apple, Nike, Live Nations, all these people that's gonna be there. And here go Devon. Shouldn't you be saying this to Hakeem too, who ain't here? He was like, boy, if you don't shut your celibate ass up, okay, let me tell you something. Cookie and her little snark ass, shady ass comments. She been calling because bitch, for a second I forgot that he ain't have no leg. She been calling Lucius Nubby this whole time, okay? So they got that going on. And of course, it was cute to see Lucius had to leave out because he saw Andre, and they was having a conversation about the fact that everybody's just leaving, and Lucius is getting people that was over there on Empire trying to come over to his thing, and in that process of them talking about what's going on, Andre gets a call from Terry, and he declines the call. And so he was like, so this the girl that you wanted to introduce us to, and now you ain't accepting her call. What's going on with that? I said, yeah, Andre, what's going on with that? And he was basically like, he a dangerous man. Every time somebody come around him, they get hurt. And then Lucius was basically like, you know what? You've been through your trials and your tribulations, and you came out successful at times. And at this point, you got Cookie coming in, and she's overhearing what he's saying and basically giving him encouragement, saying you deserve your shot at happiness. Okay, if this is what helps you escape from all the troubles that you have, go after it. You deserve to be happy. Okay, go after what you need. And so eventually, we do see him meeting up with Terry and Quincy on the beach, and him telling Terry that he's a dangerous man and he do want a relationship. And she was like, bitch, I want one too. They kissed on the beach and stuff. I was waiting for Quincy to show up and be like, hey, man, that's what you wanted to do with my mama? Okay, this is all you was doing while I was up in jail? This is the reason why you was trying to get me out? Nah, but it didn't go down like that. Tiana was in there trying to get the stuff for the baby. Hakeem coming there saying, on my kids, Bella and Prince. Like, she don't know who your kids are unless you got some others that we don't know about. Okay, on my kids, Bella and Prince. I'm so sorry for what I did to you, but maybe, here go Tiana, maybe we not meant to be together, okay? And he was like, okay, well, we ain't got to be together, but we got to be there for each other and all that stuff. We got to show unity and raising these kids. And he tried to, kiss her or hug her. She stepped back like, bitch, no, okay, we not there yet, okay, we not there anymore. And so he goes down there to see Blake at the pool hall. And he was like, I'm not strapped this time. And so they have a conversation man to man like they should have had in the first place instead of playing around like little ass boys, okay? And he tell him about what happened with little Bella because Blake still loved those kids like they was his own family. And so he was like, I'm sorry that this diss track shit got out of hand. Whatever you need me to do to, try to dispel the shit, I'm down for it. Bitch. Back at motherfucking Empire, okay? Now, see, Becky, bitch, you should have got the fuck out when you could because we knew that this shit was going to happen. There was a reason why your ass stayed. That was a reason why they let her stay. So that she can be the motherfucking fall guy, scapegoat, or whatever. This motherfucker is in there talking to Kingsley. No, talking to Giselle. Becky is talking to Giselle, talking about saying, oh, it look like a ghost town up in here and all that stuff. Patel and these bodyguards security guards and Kingsley come down talking about some Miss Williams, we need to talk to you, bitch. It was like we seen all the shit. Kingsley done told me everything that you done did. We done seen the email chains of how you set this shit up to work with Lucius Lyon and all this stuff. She was like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Oh, you tried to set me up and you did this, you did that. Your stuff is gone. Your services is no longer needed. I said, what? You up here trying to be shining your nail up in this bitch and Becky still gonna pop the fuck up, okay? You can't let her keep a good bitch down. I said, Becky, on the one hand, this is your fault because you shouldn't have stayed at Empire. When they buck shop, you should have buck shop too, okay? Then they put her out and all that shit. I said, bitch, what the fuck? I knew they was gonna put it on the black bitch. Put it on the motherfucking black bitch, okay? You could have got a white. Let me stop. I told y'all he was gonna find somebody to put some to this shit on there. And then Giselle was like, what the fuck? He gonna say some sink or swim. I said, Giselle, you finna, that was your good Judy for a second, right? So it's nothing no more. Oh, okay. So, Lucius get told by I was about to call him Tricky. What is his name? Thirsty. Told by Thirsty that Becky got put out. Okay, she got walked through the front door and all that stuff. And it was like basically they trying to make it seem like I had something to do with this, like I'm gonna be a snitch or some shit like that. No, you're not gonna do no shit like that. And you know damn well Becky didn't have nothing to do with this. He was like, I know, Becky covered her track. And it ain't the key logger thing, it's them just trying to put the shit on her. Okay, so at this point in time, Lucius is pissed as shit, bitch. So the showcase is about to start. We got Jamal in the back. He getting his haircut. Whoever did his haircut, they didn't line him up properly. Fire them. Don't ever use him again because your headline, it was raggedy and it was lopsided. Okay, I just wanted to tell you that. I got a high definition TV, and baby, it was just showing all the signs. Okay, with that being said, Kai comes back there. Now, bitch, I gave you props about being a whistleblower on Kingsley. Okay? I understand that shit. Data mining, that's an illegal offense. But baby boy, you tried the life out of everything, okay? Ain't nobody tell you to start digging and shit no more. Alright, you did what you had to do and move the fuck on. This bitch then opened up a whole new worm and a whole new investigation into goddamn Lucius. Oh, I got a new source into Empire, and they talking about someone. Your daddy was the head of Empire. He had a dossier on all his artists, the ones who was drug trafficking and, domestic violence and all this drugs addict and all this other stuff. And he basically buried it. So I need to do a report on that. Jamal like, bitch, I know you ain't playing. Because if you would know, my name would have been up in that dossier, and right next to that dossier would be drug addict, okay? Don't nobody know everything that happened with that whole thing. So you want to put that out on Front Street? And he was like, you want me to bury this? No, that ain't me, okay? Look at this tattoo. Truth conquers all. And if I was to bury this stuff, it'll make me resent you and all this because I couldn't put the story out. And he was like, you know what, bitch? I'm so tired of motherfuckers trying to make me choose between my family and their fucking work and shit like that. And dude has the nerve to say, well, you know what? I need a break, okay? And he was like, wait a minute, what you talking about? So, my producer was thinking about trying to put me on full time on the segments and stuff, but it's out there in London. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna check it out for a few. I said, bitch, get the fuck on. See, Jamal, you can't be fucking around with just about any and everybody and accepting any and everybody proposal, okay? You don't know this nigga trying to play your ass, and, it is what it is, okay? Fuck him, okay? You can do a whole lot better. Never liked Kai in the first place. Moving on from that, Cookie trying to get in contact with Lucius so they could start the showcase. She can't get in contact with that motherfucker, so she like, fuck this shit. We gonna come out here and we gonna start this thing. We got Blake come out. He the first artist. I said, oh, so he's still on with the Lucius Lane Family Management? Okay. And then we got Hakeem come out. I said, first of all, when Blake came out, I said, I know you not singing them bars that Hakeem wrote. And then Hakeem come out doing a little second half of the verse. I said, oh, so y'all doing this tag team shit to make it seem like y'all all cool again. And then Tayana come out there and she's singing the chorus and shit. I said, come on, Disco Ball Globe. Okay, you better do that. Beyonce inspired and everything, with your little leotard and your thigh high boots. That was cute. They did a little cute performance and all that stuff. I'm going to assume that Hakeem got his birth control under control, okay, because he wasn't over there out of breath. He wasn't like that or nothing, okay? He was doing his little dance and shit like that. And then at this point, over in Empire, Giselle comes over there to Kingsley to confront him, talking about something that damn well Becky didn't have nothing to do with it. He was like, well, I looked at the emails and your name was up in there too and all this shit, so you know what it is. And at this point in time, Lucius comes into the office and just start beating the shit out of Kingsley. Okay, you trying to make me into a snitch? Bam, bam, bam. Giselle like, stop it, you're gonna kill him. I said, I think that's the goal. Stop it, he's your son. And he was like, what? That's not motherfucking possible. She said his mother is up in the rehab center, Lake Meadows or whatever, White Tracy. And he was like, so you gonna hit me again? Dad, I said, bitch, I would have hit your ass one good time and knocked you the fuck out. That's what I would have did. So Lucius go down to the rehab center to go see White Tracy. White Tracy is all of a sudden out of her little sedubeness. Okay, you know that lady was always sedated, like an just put to sleep automatically. Is that how she get cleaned or whatever? Like I never knew that could happen. I guess when you got money, you could do okay. Moving on from that, he looking at the pictures and stuff, and I said, "Is that the girl from Final Destination, the one that got hit by the bus?" You know, and she was like, "Lucius, Lucius, I knew that you would come back." And he was like, "Come back." He started replaying in his mind when they was kids or whatever, or he was younger, and he coming out the building with a younger White Tracy, shine like, you know what, you up here hitting all the girls, huh? You need to stop that and just get you one chick. He was like, I ain't found that one chick, right? So therefore, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I was like, oh, okay. So that is the possibility that boy is your son. Okay, moving on from that. White Tracy was like, you know he your son. You can get the DNA right about now, okay? Look at that picture and look at his eyes. Them your eyes. I said, oh. Lucius come back and he's finally at the showcase and he talking to Cookie. He was like, listen, bitch, I need to talk to you. She was like, no, we ain't got nothing to talk about. He was like, no, for real, I need to talk to you. She was like, you couldn't even call me back and tell me where you was at, okay? I had to start this whole thing by myself and now it's almost over. You want to talk? We can talk when we get home. I said, oh, okay, girl, but just to let you know, he tried to warn you. He tried to prepare you for some shit that's gonna go down, okay? So, continuing with the showcase, you got Jamal going out there singing with three black divas, Carlito, Devon, and Hakeem. And then you got Lucius sitting down there, just bobbing his head to it, and we see Giselle come through. And he gets up real quick, like, what you trying to do? Like, he trying to hide the secret or whatever. She was like, I got something on Kingsley, okay? I just want you to tell you that whole shit that Kingsley did, trying to set you up, trying to set Becky up, I don't believe it, and I know that it ain't true. He said, you came all the way down here just to tell me some shit like this. And she was like, yeah, also, I know a way to get his ass up out of there and get you back into Empire. I'm giving you a way to get back to the throne, okay? This is cute and all, but I'm trying to give you your throne back as long as I'm with co-partner. Cookie was like, bitch, please. But Lucius said, we'll think about it. I said, ooh, okay, what y'all finna do? Not before Kingsley come through and try to wreck shop. So Lucius is back there trying to talk to Cookie. Cookie basically was like, you know what, we got these sponsors from Apple, Live Nation, Nike, they all loving it and everything. And look, we can do all this stuff, get some more bandwidth and with the money that we raised tonight. And then this, gave him a certified check, bitch. She done sold the condo for $5 million. I was like, all right, cool. So at this point, she was like, baby, I'm all in. Every tear, every blood, every sweat, every dime, every penny, I'm all in, baby. I was like, okay, girl, you ain't got to prove your love. He was like, listen, let me tell you something. Since you all in, let me be all in with you. Portia come out there and was like, the last song is over with. It's time for y'all to come out there. So they get out there trying to speak and, talking about how everything is all good and how this came about for the family. And they brought out the three boys, and all of a sudden, here come fucking Kingsley on top of the balcony over there talking about some, or is it, huh? You want to be some flair for the dramatics and all this shit? Should I tell him or should you? Better yet, let me just do it since this is a dramatic ass family. Dad. Everybody was like, Kingsley cut down there. And Kingsley, I'm so upset at this. And Lucius didn't even open up his mouth and say nothing. I'm upset at it because Kingsley is trying to make it seem as if Lucius literally abandoned him and knew right off the bat that he was his son. Okay. And that's not even what happened from what the flashback showed. White Tracy, his mama sent him over there. He was like, we about to meet your daddy. We see Jamal and Andre sitting outside, playing with the little Tonka trucks and stuff like that. And she told him to play. I said, first of all, you ain't finna start playing with my kids. I don't know you. Don't touch that. I don't know if your hands are clean or what's going on. I mean, I know they playing outside, but, So she go up there knocking on the door. Lucius come out to my son, what's up, White Tracy? I don't sell over here no more. She was like, I just got cleaned and all this stuff. I just got out of rehab. And, he was like, he's so focused on trying to hurry up and get her off the porch and telling her, because he thinking that she's still a junkie and wants some drugs, that he don't give a fuck about the fact that, anything else that she's saying. She wasn't really saying nothing. She was like, this my son. She didn't say, this is our son, this is your son, you're the father. She brought him up there. He shook his hand, and then he was like, here go $20. Bunky selling drugs down the block. Tell him this on me, all right? And Kingsley kept that money. And he gonna say something after that day. That's the last time that his mama was ever sober. Okay, I understand you feel a type of way, but if you realized and understood what was going on in that conversation, she never said that you were his son to him. Okay, I don't think that he would have just abandoned your ass like that. If anything, he probably wouldn't have told Cookie, but he still would have been taking care of you and stuff like that on the low, especially once Cookie went to jail, So he talking about something, I tried to hate you, tried so hard not to hate you, and I was jealous of them three. Now I'm not jealous anymore because I'm so glad that I see that I'm the lucky one who wasn't raised by you and all this shit. And I went to my mama and she was on the floor, screaming for your name earlier, and then you did this to my face. And of course, Hakeem and Jamal leaves the stage. Andre leaves the stage, going over there to Kingsley was like, bitch. He said, what, you gonna hit me too? He was like, no, I'm not gonna hit you, I'm gonna end you. And he was like, if I end you first, baby bro. I said, oh, Kingsley, I'm shaking in my motherfucking drawers, And at this point, they flash forward a little bit to I said, bitch, y'all gotta stop fucking with me. First, y'all get Grace up off of here. Now you trying to get Andre off of here. You trying to get the husband and wife off of here. Okay, no. Andre is being rushed to the hospital. At first, we don't know who it is until Cookie say, get your hands off me. That's my baby. That's my baby. And then we hear her say, Andre, wake up. And he flatlined like a motherfucker. I said, bitch, what the fuck happened? It better be Kingsley. This better be one of those things where we thought he was gone, but he came back and it's not him in that casket, it's somebody else. Because at this point, if Andre is the one in the casket, it just don't make sense for me. Okay. But then again, he don't play that big of a role. Girl, it better be Kingsley. Kingsley need his ass beat down, okay, to the ground. But that was Empire, y'all. Tell me how y'all felt about it. That was the winter finale, and I will see you guys later. Peace.